Hello everyone, it's autumn 2029 already. Where does the time go, eh? Seems like just yesterday that we weren't living in a communist dystopia. I remember when I had a house. Those were the days, back before Chairman Starmer's National Redistribution Programme. They took my 3-bedroom semi off me. Now there's a nice Somalian couple living there. 8 children. Bit stabby, but they do seem to have settled in. I'm not going to lie, I was angry at first, but now I feel culturally enriched. I like living in a tent under a motorway bridge. I haven't seen my kids in a while. Sadly, they misgendered the next door neighbour's hamster, and now they're in a gulag somewhere. Still, you've got to focus on the positives, haven't you? I'm doing all right at work. I mean, once jokes became illegal, I got a job at the council. I don't know what it is. I just sit at a desk all day trying to look busy, trying not to say any hurty words to anyone, and hoping that nobody notices I'm white. They pay me 200 grand a year for that. Good, isn't it? Now, unfortunately, I did have to start paying 180 grand of that money back to HMRC every year when they introduced white privilege tax. Still, it's not a bad life crying in my tent under a motorway bridge. I do apologise for having my nipples out. I'm not doing it by choice. It's simply that Labour have quite literally had the shirt off my back. All British people's shirts were confiscated in Chairman Keir's Reclothe the Syrian Refugee programme in 2027. I was supposed to hand over my shoes as well, but I managed to blag my way out of that by telling the Stasi that I identify as a foot. Obviously, there's been a lot of changes, but everyone's much healthier now. Once Labour had banned jokes and smoking in pub gardens, they banned sugar, red meat, and then eventually sexual activity. And we're all better off for it. Nobody can really afford supermarkets anymore, so we just eat mealworms. It's a simpler way of life. Are we happy? Not really, but we're not dead either. Although, of course, there are very few people over the age of 80 still alive, now that Labour have banned home heating because of the climate crisis. Every year we cull a good portion of the elderly population by simply freezing them to death. It's been good for the economy, but you do see a lot of kids standing on street corners crying and saying, "I miss Nana." We've all got to make sacrifices for the greater good. Chairman Starmer did say things would get worse before they get better, and they continue to do so. There was supposed to be an election this year, but that got cancelled because of the monkeypox lockdown. Still, we've all had our vaccines now, so I'm sure it will be rescheduled soon. Thank God for Pfizer and the NHS, that's what I say. There's so much to be grateful for when you think about it. Chairman Starmer continues to fix the foundations of our society and assure us all that change is coming. So, can't complain.